welcome to Embarrassing for No Reason, the podcast. My name is Tatum.
My name's Sam Darliston. Welcome for another week. So this is the podcast where basically we think of the things that gently mortify us in day-to-day life and we get them all out in the open and discuss them in this weird safe space that we have created.
I would call us a family now. I would, because there is a community of people out there that get as icked out as we do, that just find everything in life embarrassing for no reason.
Yes, I love that people message us for it now, because I had one this week that was one of my favourite ones ever, where a mate of mine messaged me with a picture of a lorry without the back on the motorway. So you know when a lorry just has the sort of the lower part and doesn't have the trolley bit on the back.
Yes.
And he was like, I don't know why, but this is embarrassing for no reason.
I think they're so cute when they've not got the back on, because they just look like a massive head and a tiny body.
They sort of look like a tadpole.
They
like
do.
a tadpole lorry. But no, it does embarrass me. And also on that, actually, the wheels. Have you ever looked at the wheels when you're going past them in the car?
No.
Of a lorry? And then you know them ones that have like 10 wheels?
Yeah.
And certain ones aren't going.
No, I've never noticed that.
Certain ones are higher up, they're not going. So
Wow.
I don't know, that's a
What's
bit
the point in
embarrassing.
them?
Imagine being, your destiny was to be a wheel.
And it not getting used.
Ended up being one of the ones that's tucked into the lorry's breast.
Well,
not for me.
Chance. Double whammy there. Thank you very much, Sam. I actually want to start, because I don't know if you've noticed my glowing tan. You're watching this on YouTube. Been in Ibiza for a weekend. Yeah. Where the uns is at.
Did you go out?
Nope. Nah, not really. Well, I was there for work, to be honest. And then once you've done your work, I've had enough of the uns, I'll be honest with you.
Didn't go out?
Nah. Not really.
Stayed in?
Yeah.
Went to Ibiza, stayed in, got a packet of Lay's.
Literally,
basically.
that's exactly what I did, yes. And I have
What
no regrets.
flavour Lay's do you go for?
I get the papriks.
Okay.
So I get a bag of paprika, a bar of Milka, and then a Fanta Limon.
Very nice.
And that's me done for evening.
Plain Milka?
No. Never
What Milka?
plain Milka.
Oreo. Mika, I want to be like Grace Kelly. Never plain Mika. I agree, but what? Why?
Mika!
What?
I'm not in for time.
I've not heard of Mika in ages.
Never play Mika, never play Milka. Now I get the caramel one.
Damn.
Nah, have you had it?
I like plain Milka or the cow print one or the Oreo one, and then I put it in the freezer on holiday. And then get it out by the pool and you're like...
Oh, I love a bit of cold chocolate.
Oh, same.
Oh, tempt me to a good time,
So
son.
good. And also, I will say on the packet of Lay's when you're on holiday, the crisps that are like the Walkers, if you don't know what we're on about, they're like the crisps that you have in the Med. That basically look like Walkers but aren't.
They are Walkers. They just call it a different name.
Are you sure?
1,000,000%. It's the same logo.
Gary Lineker owns Lay's?
Yes.
Don't think so.
Think he does, son.
I don't think he does.
Fact check. Oh, we don't have
We
producer,
don't have producer Tom this week. Yeah, it's just us.
Oh, which on that, actually, unfortunately, I've brought souvenirs from Ibiza.
I know.
Thought I'd treat you. And it's neither a packet of Lay's or a bar of Mika.
That is disappointing, I can't lie.
So, and yeah, some of these are for Tom.
Okay.
Can you guess which one slashes are for Tom in there? I'll let you unbox it.
Okay, so Tatum's got us some presents. She's got us... Oh my God. 89.9% absinthe.
Absinthe!
I've never had proper absinthe
Have you
before.
never?
Never. I've had the
Well,
one that's
today's
like...
the day, sunshine. Crack it open.
Really?
Yeah. I've got something to accompany it as
I'm
well.
on sober May though.
Are you?
I have been, but I mean...
That's a lie.
I've been mostly sober May.
So you can have a bit.
All I've had is a glass of chicken wine here and there.
There's something to accompany it as well.
With an Ibiza bucket hat, which I imagine is for Tom Fenn.
That was for Tom Fenn.
But I kind of love it. I weirdly suit bucket hats.
You do actually, but read it. It's got I love music. I'm a DJ.
And
That's what you can shot the absinthe
She's
from.
got a shot glass with a pair of breasts on the front.
Show it to the camera.
That's great.
Hey, some
You need
cracking
to go on
set.
holiday more because this is good. Am I doing a shot of absinthe?
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Am
you've missed
I?
one thing.
Oh.
And this was also for Tom Fenn, but he's not here.
Oh, a sex position dice.
Yeah?
Right, well, I'll do the shot of absinthe.
Yeah.
Give this a roll. Oh.
Made it weird.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, they're actually very, I don't want to do that.
No.
Christ.
All sorts
There's
on
none
there.
that
Do you want to
are
describe
there's
any
none
of
that
those?
you could even do platonic.
No.
There's the Upside Down, there's the Space Jam. Whatever they...
What's a Space Jam?
They wouldn't knew that to know.
I bloody would, son. Well, you're welcome.
This is horrific.
Yeah, go on. Give it a little shot of absinthe.
The rest of the podcast could go terribly. These are massive. This is a double shot. This is 2 shots of absinthe.
Just have a little tiny little swig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't think I should throw caution to the wind and send one back?
What, full bottle? Look at, so if you're not watching this on YouTube,
89.9%.
these are, the bottle on it, it's got, is that skull and crossbone?
That's a skull.
Death.
No, it's a skull and...
Skull and devil.
Skull and dev, yeah. It's got the horns. It's a devil's skull, I guess.
So you're making up for the lack of partying I did in Ibiza.
I'm terrified.
Go on, give it a go. I love. He's gone for the apple flavour, by the way, I assume. The other colours are red and black.
I doubt it will taste like apple.
No?
I'm really scared, Tatum. I've never ever done absinthe in my life. I'm so sorry,
this is
everyone.
so exciting. Drink. Wait, oh yeah, you're having it from the booby shot glass? Well done, son. How much?
Half a bot. That's a 25
You
mil.
going for it?
That's a normal shot that you'd have on a night out, yeah. I'm
nervous as well. I'm shaking. 89%. Let me have a whiff on that.
That stinks.
Ooh.
I'm not a shots man.
That could kill someone.
I'm scared.
Is it even legal in the UK?
Down the hatch.
No way.
Oh, that's horrible.
I can't believe you did all that. He's gonna die.
That's spreading down. You can feel it. You can feel the journey of...
You've got tears in your eyes. You've got tears in your eyes. Did you make a mistake?
Friggin' out.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
That ain't for me, you know.
Oh no.
Nah.
Mike killed him off. Mark's out of 10. What does it taste like?
Burn. There's like an initial taste that isn't awful, and then, oh my God, my esophagus is on fire. I'm so sorry for people listening, because this is not a good listen right now. It's just me, saliva. This is the worst. I genuinely thought I could handle it. I don't know why, but you know when you're like, you know, a shot's a shot.
What's a normal shot? Because I don't drink.
40 tequila would be 40, and that's like a very strong shot. Like what they called apple sours, which is what this looked like.
Yeah.
Is about 20.
I thought it might be a bit sweet.
Maybe 15% in apple sours. I've just had a shot of 90% alcohol.
Put it there.
Thank you very much.
I'm proud of you.
I've only got 3 more bottles to get through. So
Yeah, I know. Hey, tell you what.
I'll take them to Primavera Festival next week.
Take them with you. Can you carry on?
I can now.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's had a sip of water. He's fine.
Back in the game.
Back to embarrassing for no reason. I'd say that is. Things he can do a shot. Mugged him right off. You like a right dick now.
I do, yeah. Well, sat here in an Ibiza bucket hat as well.
I know. He's still got the bucket
Definitely
hat.
adds to it. Go on, let's get back in the game.
Let's get back into the game.
I don't want to think about that anymore.
So an example of something that I find embarrassing for no reason, sort of related to club Ibiza theme. You know when you go into a club and they take a photo of you when you go in? So they know who you are.
I feel pissed.
Do you pissed?
I actually feel weird. Yeah, I feel really, really weird.
No.
I feel really odd. Like I forgot what we were doing for a minute. Honestly,
his
you
eyes are
started saying
glazed.
embarrassing for no reason. I was like, what are we doing that?
This is the reason to watch along. If you're currently listening on Spotify, iTunes, whatever, flip over to Tube.
No,
Go on, do second half.
No, I'm not. That's definitely very bad for me. I can feel it really, really not going down well.
It's all gone to shit. Why did we do this at the start? I don't know.
Come on.
Embarrassing for no reason. You know when you go into a club or something? You're not right, are you?
No.
When you go into a club and they take your photo? I had it the other day. I went to this like sort of like games arcadey place. And when I was putting my coat behind, they were like, right, look into the camera, please. Took a photo of me. And I was like, what? And then they just had that on the screen for when I want to collect my coat.
Oh, awful.
innit? And
They sometimes do it with your ID when you're going into a club as
that's
well.
what I mean, yeah.
Where you give them your ID.
And if it's from when you're fucking 16 or something.
And they put it up on the board as well.
On big screen.
So I'm there chatting to people like, what are you, like late 20s? I'm like, yeah. And this is
yeah, literally, days, done you. It's done you
me.
in.
Done me in.
God, you choking has made me need a drink.
I know.
Should we wrap this bit up?
Why did you give me absinthe?
I don't know.
Christ. Embarrassing for no reason. My one this week actually is drink related as well, which is quite good because it goes along with
It's slurring.
90% alcohol I just drank. I know I sound like I'm being a baby, but Jesus wept for me.
You're slurring.
Mine is, when you're getting a cup of tea or a drink or something, and you've been good to the person's house that you're at, and you've used a coaster, you've put it down.
Of course, always a coaster.
See, this is my qualm with coasters, because you'll go to get your drink, or when you're out for dinner somewhere, or when you're having your dinner actually at home, and you put the drink on the drinks coaster, you've got your dinner on the dinner coaster, and then you go to pick up your drink, and the coaster stays attached to it. Really embarrassing. That is embarrassing for no reason. Add to it, when it stays attached to it, you don't notice that it drops in your dinner.
Yes! So muggy!
And it's not fun, it's no good. And you bring it all the way to you and you're drinking out of it. And everyone's like, you got the bloody coaster on still.
Yeah, I always commit though. Whenever it's still stuck, I'm like, let's just keep it going. Let's just
try and see if you can.
Yeah, because when I've had it when you try and flick it off and it doesn't flick off, it's still stuck to it. Sticky coaster, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather just commit to a bit.
Yeah, get it down. Yeah, fair. But that was my one for this week.
Do you want to have a quick lie down for the next bit?
I think so, yeah. Let's have a break.
I did want to divert the conversation away from drinking, but I believe what's trending in the world.
The topic I brought, unbeknownst to me, she was going to
drunk you? That's where you were going, drunk you?
Drink me.
Do you know what? We've just had to Google if absinthe's legal in the UK. It is, thank God. Because I was like, oh my God.
90% booze. I've never ever entailed. I can't even explain to you what I just went through. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it, but we are going to talk about the pub.
No, yes,
I'm feeling better now. I went and had some water. There was chat of me going to the shop for crisps. So. Because I felt
such a drama queen.
I felt that battered. It's because we're under bright lights here as well. I think. So I felt honestly, ever said
gone.
Offbeat.
Battered.
Isn't that what was happening? I don't remember what I said.
Are we back in the room?
I think so.
All right. Well, what's going on in the world of embarrassing for no reason, please?
So, in the world of embarrassing for no reason, there is a new trend, that's taken to pubs in the UK called snaking. Are you familiar?
I've seen some snakes in pub, yeah.
I bet you have.
You went rude. I meant snaky man.
What like men that snake you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, just creeps in the pub.
Creeps. Okay.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Them kind of snakes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That isn't what this is about.
Oh.
So this is, traditionally when you're in a pub, there's a bar, there's a big bar space where when people are serving, you all stand along the bar and you all stand like in a row along the bar, and then the next row comes behind you and then comes behind you, and then the barman or bar lady or whoever has to look at you in the eye and go like, okay, you're next.
So you sort of got to fight your way to the front to get noticed. It's a bit of a free for all.
It's a free for all, and it is much better for you. I can't lie, as a woman.
Yeah, because for a woman, I thought you was going to say because I'm short.
No, maybe it's worse for you.
I know I sneak through the people.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm really good at like crowd manoeuvring because I'm so small.
Your days are numbered in the pub now.
Oh.
So a lot of pubs have introduced a new queuing system. And so have young people as well. Like apparently this is the way that people queue now, is that they'll work out how many people are on the bar and then you'll form, say there's 2 people on the bar, you'll form 2 queues. So like two people stood at the front, one behind.
Single file.
And I've seen it happening. I went out recently and I saw it happening. And I was like, why aren't people just standing at the bar? And I felt like I was pushing. But apparently this is the way people are queuing now at pubs, that they're standing single file, and then they call it snaking because you're going around people having their Sunday roast.
No.
Yeah. Queues have been out the doors and stuff like that recently over the bank holiday weekend just gone. And it wasn't like a full bar like it normally is, where you're almost like it's part of the night out because you're queuing and you're chatting and you're hustling and you're elbowing people.
Yeah.
But a lot of pubs
now
are
single
introducing
file.
a snake-based queue system.
Sorry, so they'll have you snaking round tables while people are eating their dinner?
Yeah.
And if you're out at a nightclub, you'd be snaking fruits at dance floor, queuing up?
I guess
No.
so. Yeah.
No.
Queuing up for the bar.
Oh, I prefer the free-for-all thing.
I think I prefer the free-for-all as well, but I do think this would work better for me as a boy.
Why?
Because girls get served first.
Yeah.
Are you joking? Why?
I'd never know because I always get served first.
Yeah, exactly. Girls get served first every time. And I do the most as well.
Do you? You batting your eyelashes, I bet.
Oh, fluttering.
Yeah.
Giggling. I even do the whole like, when you let someone go that was before you, but you make it like,
you make it out like, no,
just
serve
make sure you serve this guy first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That kind. I do all that kind of.
So you look like the nice guy.
So then you're like, I'm in the bar person's brain now. They'll be like, I'll serve him next.
And they always still do you dirt.
Often dirt. Yeah, often I'll be. People are like, oh, you've gone for a while. I'm like, bah.
So you're a fan of pub snaking?
I'm not a fan of it if it ruins the vibe. And it puts me off joining the queue, I think. I'd much rather join.
Because it feels longer.
Yes, exactly. I know I'm probably going to be there a short amount of time, but my logic in my brain would see a bunch of people stood in like a, widespread bar kind of queue. Fine. I'll go and, hustle and bustle, get my way through. If I see people in an actual
single file,
queue, not for me. Yeah.
Agreed.
So,
well, yeah, that is embarrassing for no reason. Thank you, Sam.
Snaking.
Something else that I've seen in the world, the American Music Awards just happened.
Yes.
Don't ask me who won anything because we're not asked about that. Does anyone actually care about these
Is that
big
their
awards?
version of the Brits?
It must be, yeah. Because I love the Brits, don't get me wrong, but I'm not watching it to see like, oh, who's won this. I'm watching it to see
any kerfuffle,
any swearing, speaking their piece.
Sure.
Messing up on stage, Madonna with cape. That's why I'm watching the awards.
Well, that was the Brits, though. I've never, ever watched the American Music Awards in my life.
But that's what I mean. So that's why I like the Brits.
Yeah.
But I don't actually care about the artist winning awards. Not interested. So what I saw from the AMAs, J-Lo's performance. Did you see this?
Yes.
Necking her dancers.
Yeah. So all of her
Full
dancers
neck.
had to snog her while she performed. Dry mouth as well. Like if you've been singing for a while,
Innit?
Like, I wouldn't want to snog right now, would you? We've been talking for a while.
God no. Tell you what, he's had a bit of absinthe. Tell you what, it's all coming out.
Not one another. But the way you put your hand on your leg,
I know.
like, God no.
Oh
You
God.
look like oh heck no. You look like you were like, oh no.
Oh no, I've just got shy. I've got shy all of a sudden.
But would you? Yeah. Would
No,
you?
you're right though.
Would you want
Mid-dance.
to snog someone right now? Because I wouldn't.
God no.
No.
Cammy, I need a freaking drink. Dry
Yeah,
mouth.
I need a chewing gum.
Sandpaper.
Chewing gum, bottle of water, smint, and then then maybe give me 10.
Well, good for her though.
Yeah.
So midnight, that was quite,
So for context, what was happening was she was dancing or singing. I don't really know. Whatever she was doing on one of her songs. Dance the Night Away, Live Your Life and Stay Out on the Floor, I think
Probably.
it was. And then her dancers were just sort of like one by one, like all of them as well, of everything.
Single file.
Single file. Snog.
Pub snaking.
Snog. But I'm like, is that drawn into their contract when they hire the dancers?
Yeah, you might net J-Lo.
You might have to, like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, great.
Sign me up.
Can't wait. Yeah. But like, some people might not want to. What if they were, a taken dancer, but you're like, right, well, if you're going to do this dance, you do have to neck on with her.
And also as well, imagine like going from sort of snog on stage, then going about your normal day after and just like chatting to J-Lo after. Oh, nah, I couldn't look him in the
all
eye. It's
of
like when
them.
actors do like sex scenes
Or
and shit.
rehearsals.
Yeah, rehearse it. You rehearse the neck.
Yeah.
So many questions. J-Lo,
So what, are we
I'm sure
doing
you're
this one
listening.
with Kiss or not? Do you know what I mean? Are we doing this one with the snog? No? Okay. Well,
I
you
feel
think-
like I couldn't rehearse that. I'd have to raw dog it all night. I couldn't make a tit in myself.
But you wouldn't know what you look like snogging.
I know. Oh, I've never seen myself snog.
Have you not?
Well, no, obviously not. Have you? Have you?
I don't know. I feel like I have. Yeah.
Have you?
In my at uni. So we had to make like an acting show because I did acting at uni. Well, media and performance. And my acting reel, a few of the different scenes was me.
You necked.
It's on YouTube. Me necking people.
Producer Tom clip.
Nah.
100% we're finding that. Stick it on.
Because one of them's really dramatic as well. Proper dramatic snog.
You wouldn't have told me that if you weren't pissed right now.
I know.
I know, it's all
Have you
coming
seen
out.
yourself snog? No. Right, let's redo this.
We're finding that.
Yeah.
But also another thing I saw at the AMAs, and this was a bit sort of like peek behind the curtain vibes. So the people, you know, how we've got people in the audience watching the award show, what have you. So apparently Gwen Stefani was performing, but she'd pre-recorded the performance like a few days before. So if you were watching it in the arena or wherever they were,
She weren't there.
She wasn't there.
Yeah.
They were just watching a screen recording from her a couple of days ago. She wasn't even there. And then they had the audacity. The people who worked there are like, right, we're just going to show you a recording now. If you could just whoop and cheer as if she's there.
So they do it at the Brits? I don't think they do they?
No. But if you were watching that from home, you would be none the wiser.
Yeah.
But
It looks like she's there. So it cuts to here's Gwen Stefani. She performs.
Yeah, performs.
But then basically loads of people have been TikToking them in the crowd and they are just watching a screen until the next thing comes on. Which it blew my mind slightly, but I used to work basically in that kind of field. Like when I was a teenager or whatever, I started working in like TV audience management. So I used to like get the audience into TV shows. That was my first ever job.
Mad.
Yeah. So like I did that on the X Factor. And that used to happen every week. So the performances that were on a Sunday night that you think they're coming in and performing there and
Sorry, what?
Yeah. They weren't on the Sunday night. Or like, some of them were recorded the night before. I think some of them might have been more than that before. Sometimes, some shows, they get people in the week. They get like a second audience in the week just to come and watch. For example, come and watch Gwen Stefani do 3 songs, free tickets. Get people in to watch Gwen Stefani do 3 songs with free tickets. And then that's it. They're not actually at the AMAs at all. They've just come to the same venue to watch her on the Wednesday. I don't know if this is how it will be done. And then it will air out on the Sunday or whatever. Yeah.
So when freaking Dermot O'Leary's like, Saturday Night Live starts here and he does that little spin.
Yeah.
Lion cow.
Well, all the performers of the actual competition, from what I remember, were live.
Right.
But it was, on the Sunday night when Bruno Mars is here.
I see. So
Anne
like
Marie's here.
Gotcha.
Ollie Murs is back again. Like that kind of thing. That normally at least one of them would be pre-recorded.
Tell you what, I remember when a gig was a gig. Do you know what I mean? You'd rock up to a gig and they'd be there. It's like that bloody ABBA nonsense.
ABBA Voyage.
That's like bloody ABBA Voyage.
What do you mean nonsense?
They're on a hologram.
I had one of the best nights of my life there, actually.
Yeah, but it's a bloody pre-record.
Have you been?
I haven't been, no. But you're just watching a pre-record.
I know. It is a bit futuristic, isn't it? But
not for me.
ABBA Voyage is class. Genuinely
is
so
it?
good. Yeah. I had a really good time. Thought they were there for a while, but I was a few absence in.
I'll watch it before I slag it off. The final thing I would like to end on is the cheese rolling competition. Have you seen that?
Oh,
mad!
I see it every year.
I know.
And I'm just like, what country? What are we doing?
I don't know. But apparently this has been a tradition for the past 600 years.
That's mad.
Where people will roll a wheel of cheese down the hill and you got to catch it at the end. What you doing, son?
Isn't it mad?
Have you seen the videos? They are literally, so they're throwing the cheese down and they're launching themselves down a hill.
Yeah.
It's like Hunger Games or some shit.
It's horrible. I literally can't watch it. I think it's one of the worst things ever because they look like they're about to like break the neck.
Honest to God.
They do like front flips. They're all falling
It
down
looks
the
like
hill.
stunt doubles.
And each year it gets more ridiculous. Don't want to sound like a mum, but I'm like, it's too much.
Hang on a minute, right? I've got this wrong. So apparently there's only one wheel of cheese. So it says here, competitors ran, slid and tumbled down the near vertical incline in a near effort to try and win the 8-pound wheel of double Gloucester? Double Gloucester semi-hard cheese. The what?
What word are you saying?
The double Gloucesters. No, what is that? What's that? The double Gloucester.
Gloucester.
No.
Yeah, Gloucester. How do you say that word then? Above Cooper's Hill.
Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. It's like Worcestershire.
You're joking.
No,
You
I
must
swear
know
to God, I'm
Gloucester.
dyslexic.
I know you are dyslexic, but
I'm reading that word and I'm going Gloucestershire.
No, you're
Gloucestershire.
not.
I'm not even taking the piss.
really?
What is it?
How would you say Worcester? Do you know the one?
I would say
W-R.
Worcestershire.
No, you wouldn't.
I would say Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I've gone.
Also, the funniest part of that as well was when you were saying the 8-pound wheel of cheese.
Yes.
I was like, why are they that bothered if it's only £8? No, I've
No,
realised
it's way. You knob.
It's going to be worth a lot more.
It is. I've lost my freaking head now.
So what? They
roll
tumble down.
the wheel of double clue chaser.
Have you had some absinthe?
I think I have. So there's only one roll of cheese. So they're just racing down the hill to catch the cheese. That's made it worse. What an ick. You gotta kill yourself for a wheel of cheese.
Innit? Wife and kid at homes or whatever, and you're like,
I'm risking it all.
I'm going down in history.
I'm risking it all.
Piling down this hill for some medium cheds. It ain't for me. Double glue session. Nah, it's not for me.
Do you know what's embarrassing for no reason, Sam?
No. You haven't led me into it. Did you think I'd have something? I've got loads of things. Sorry, wait. I know why I'm here. I'm sober again now. But what was that?
I don't know what that was. That was just me trying to get into it. Theme parks are embarrassing for no reason.
Oh, yeah, they are.
We've been to a couple in our time.
We have actually been to...
So many.
2. But
well,
one of them multiple times. Thought Park a lot of times. Love Thought Park. Love Thought
Park. We've also been to Disney World. In Orlando.
Yeah.
Just copying everything I'm saying
because I remember when we were in Disney World, you get
to call it Disneyland. Sorry.
Yeah. We were like doing it. It was like a work thing. We were there for like to promote it. And I kept saying Disneyland and everyone was like, it's not.
You get bollocks every other time.
But I just grew up Disneyland. Rolls off my tongue. Disney World.
Never heard of it.
I'd never been.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not Floridian.
So we've picked that as our theme for embarrassing for no reason this week. We have. But I feel like we've had so many scenarios at theme parks that are just embarrassing for no reason. For example, with Sam. So when we would be queuing up for a ride, Sam would like to guess when the ride would stop. Because when a ride is pulling in, it makes this noise.
Yeah, I love doing that. I always do it.
So in the queue, we stood queuing for the ride, and you just hear Sam off his own back go,
I'm fun. I'm sorry,
weird.
that is fun. If you watch a roller coaster come in and you're not going trying to get the at the same time.
But you were off all the time.
Yeah, I was off so often, because I'd always be a bit premature with it. And then it'd still be going a bit. And I'm like... But it is fun though, because that is the noise it makes.
Try it next time you go to the Thought Park.
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple things with me and all. So when I love rides, don't get me wrong, but I get like the panic when you get put in your seat. That's when all the adrenaline hits me and I think, what the fuck am I doing with my life? This could kill me. So when obviously, the sort of park attendants are like strapping you in and all that stuff, the panic I get, it overwhelms me so much. I'm like, excuse me, I know you've strapped me in, but can you check me again?
You check me. But she doesn't care about any of her friends or family.
No, don't fuck. Check me.
You honestly don't.
Yeah, but he's fight or flight in that moment.
Yeah, I know,
check
but that's
me.
where you land with all that, because you've never ever been like, can you check him as well to make sure he's all right? We've been on so many rides together and you frantically ask the person to check you.
Hey, can you check me?
Can you check me? Can you check me? It's such an ick.
It is, but I just want to make sure that I don't fall off the roller coaster.
That's fair.
That is fair. It is fair.
No, fair play to you. I'll give you that. Now, fair play.
Cheers.
Good on you.
And in Disneyland as well, obviously, you've got all the Disney characters in costumes. But there's no kids listening, is there? Let's be frank. We know that inside those massive mascot costumes, you're in it.
Me? I'm not in it. I want to point out I've never been a mascot.
But you know what I mean? Just some regular bloke.
Imagine plot twist on Minnie Mouse. It is weird, isn't it?
Some regular bloke.
It is weird.
Called Kyle. Yeah. Can't wait to clock off.
Who has a sig break or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. It's like they have their time when they take the head off. And they are all body with a human head. And I just think that's mad, because that is the first thing you would take off, isn't it? When you're a mascot, when it finishes, you take the head off.
It's so sweaty in them things. Have you been a mascot? I've been with one before. What was I now? I can't remember. It's just some old job back in the day, but I wore the massive thing. And obviously I'm 4'11" as well. Hell on earth.
You're perfect, actually. That's what they want for Disney characters.
If I was little, yeah. But they have massive tall costumes and all.
Yeah. They have them all.
So when we were going around Disneyland, because when I went to
Disney World.
Sorry, Disney World. Oh no, I've done it myself.
Can I just point out? Yeah.
when we were going around Disney World, I found this like old photo of me like with Minnie Mouse when I was like 4 years old, and you're a dad sometimes.
I am. It was the best dad joke I've ever done though. So Tatum kept going on about, look at this photo of me and Minnie, like from when I was younger and all this sort of stuff. So every time I'd see Minnie Mouse in her costume, like dotting about, I'd be like, hey Minnie, call her over and then show her the picture of Tatum and be like, do you remember this? As though it's the same person. Who's still in that thing 30 odd years later. Hey. But like, I'm just like, Minnie, do you remember this? And she'd do all the whole...
But like every Minnie would go around, because there'd be about 15 Minis in the bar. Yeah. Every Minnie would be like, hey Minnie, do you remember this?
Minnie, you seen this? Remember this?
Throwback.
Back in 96, eh? Remember that?
So good. So that is our topic for embarrassing for no reason this week, theme parks. So thank you so much for sending in your voice notes at EFNR podcast on all the socials. If you ever want to send us a voice note about out, really. Try and keep it to the theme there, please. Shall we start with Helen?
Cringiest part of going to a theme park for me is an 18-year-old staff member ramming the safety bar down into your fanny. Cringiest part of going to a theme park for me is an 18...
All right, Helen, we get it. They're always so young, aren't they? Theme parks. Oh, this is why I wish producer Tom was here. Because producer Tom used to work at a theme park and he was
used to be
young.
That person.
He was that.
When he was 18, he used to be doing that, crushing them in. I'm gutted he's not here today. What a swine on theme park week as well.
I know, it's his week.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, he's mad in it because they're all like...
Because you go from being...
fresh out of uni.
You go from being too loose down there and like just generally into the bars to being like, Christ, what the hell are you doing? And literally there's no middle ground.
No, there isn't. You're either
they've
loosey
not just
goose.
built it for the average person. It's always like one or the other.
Oh no, sorry, apologies. I've got my other voice note coming through. It's massively embarrassing. Thank you, Helen. You set me right off. Lewis, what do you find embarrassing for no reason?
At Alton Towers, I think it used to be called Air, but now it's Galactica, where you sit down and then it like tilts you onto your front with your legs bent and like puts you in a right vulnerable position in front of like the queues, and it takes you out that way and brings you back that way, and you look like a hog on a roast or something.
I see the visual. I literally see it because with Air, if you've never been to Alton Towers, Air, you sort of sit in it and then it sort of bends you as if like you're going to be leaning on your front, so you like face down the whole time. But then when you pull it in, when you pull it in at the end.
When it's finished as well.
When you finish.
When a ride's finished, you see the next lot coming in. That's embarrassing. Yeah. I don't know why, but it is.
It is.
Because it's just like your time's done on this ride. And you almost like feel like you have to give them a review. You're like, it's good that.
Yeah, but when you're
scary.
When they put you in, what do you call it, a hog roast position, and you just sort of the ride
worse.
is done,
yeah,
and you're dangling midair, waiting to get off. No,
not good.
No. Lewis, thank you so much. Mary, what do you find embarrassing for no reason?
Embarrassing for no reason when you're at a theme park and obviously you're queuing for quite a while. There's always a couple in front of you that insist on snogging the whole time. You can't separate them.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about the little mid-queue neck, I think.
I love that she says, and you can't separate them like she's tried.
Yeah, literally. Break it up, will you?
There is always a necker. Someone's always necking on in the queue.
Yeah, but I feel like because the queues are so long, like...
You might as well snog.
It's something to do, innit?
Pass the time.
Practice. Have a neck.
Practice kissing.
Why not? But watching it, it's mad. Mary, thank you so much.
Have you been to a theme park with an ex before?
Yeah, I've been to a theme park with it.
Did you kiss in the queue to pass time?
I think I've probably done like sort of hands.
Oh.
Like the sort of, hey. No, like, you know, you do the cuddle and it's like hands in the pockets type vibe. So you like snuggled in.
That's horrible. Even that's too much.
Is it?
Just stand next to each other.
What?
Just stand there.
No.
Stand there and chat. Talk, play. I'm thinking of a Simpsons character or something like that.
I Spy.
I Spy. Don't put your hands in his pockets.
Oh, a little snuggle, actually.
Oh.
Thank you, Mary.
Why? What is it about being
I don't know, because I'm bored.
stood under a rickety old bloody roller coaster? You're like, oh, wow. Hold my hands, handsome. Nah. What's wrong with you?
There's nothing more embarrassing than going on a roller coaster and the people near you are just in silence the entire time. Like, not a squeak, hardly even a smile, just silence. Like, what's the point?
That's Sam.
Yeah.
That is Sam. So when we was in Disney, every single ride.
I get overwhelmed. That's the problem. So I get like, I'm enjoying it, but I just go like very stoic. Like nothing happens. Nothing comes out of me. I don't scream. I can sometimes shout. Like when I'm shouting on a roller coaster, that's when I'm not really terrified. That's when I'm like, it's done now. Woo, woo. Like it's fake.
Woo.
It's fake. I'm doing that.
You do the fake woo.
I'm doing it to join in 100%. Because like actually, when I'm actually scared on a roller coaster, I am mute. Me on Saw Ride at Thorpe, I am mute.
Oh
going
my
up.
God. So we went to Thorpe Park and I can't remember what the ride was, but it was a new ride and
Hyperia.
Holy
Soul
fuck.
left my body. So actually, yeah, I'm going to throw this back on you as well. Yeah, it's embarrassing for me being silent, but you turn into like Peter Kay standing on lava. She's there like, oh, you bollocking bastard, get it frick. Like literally like the most northern you ever heard. Proper potty mouth.
Oh my God, I go
You proper
feral.
swear.
I'm like the
You effing swine. Like literally like that, like at no one, just at the air. It's actually quite mad. It's when you're at your most primal, I think.
Oh my God, it
like
is.
just pure
It's vital.
Manchester. Like it's burning out of you. You proper start on the ride, which I've never experienced that before. You're the only person I know that swears relentlessly at the ride.
I'm so bad on that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking bastard.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
bastard idea was his.
Honestly.
Like going mad. And then I turned to and
Miss silent.
He's mute.
Mute, just
like,
looking forward.
Scary, like
Eyes open
I
as
thought
well.
he died.
I never close my eyes on a ride because I don't want to miss it.
Genuinely, it was weird.
Yeah, it is odd. It is odd for me. But I don't have, nothing's ready to come out because my vital flight is just literally...
Petrified, like...
Yeah, petrified. That is
Yeah.
what it means, right? Just being like
Yeah.
frozen to the spot.
Yeah, you were.
Just freeze to the spot on rides.
And I'm like, tapping him,
Yeah.
going, you're right.
Yeah.
You're fucking, why have you put me on this ride? And you're just
Sound.
literally like,
That's me enjoying myself.
mute.
Yeah.
Enjoying yourself, really. Okay. That was from Jem. Thank you. We've had a voice note from Jeff as well. Jem and Jeff.
You know what's so embarrassing at amusement parks? Okay, so when you're going down the ride and you put your hands up to show like, I'm fun, I'm free, I'm not scared, I don't need to hold on to the bar. So you're like, hands are up, having a good time, but then you go under a tunnel. So you have to like bring them back down really quickly. Like like knee-jerk reaction, needing to bring it back down, even though you know your hands aren't gonna get hit. But like, you go from being this like overly confident person to like really embarrassing to bring them down. I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
You can't risk it.
You can't risk it. What if you're suddenly massive?
Exactly. What if your hands just grow
That is the thought that goes through my head when you're like that. Like, woo. And then you're like,
under the tunnel? I'm
Yeah.
like, I ain't losing my hands today,
not
son.
a chance.
Nah, I'd rather get the icky
Can get my
myself.
nails cut on that bloody thing.
Absolutely not.
I agree.
Agreed.
But that is I'm glad that's something that's a lived experience for all of us. Because that is quite something that I only experience on my own.
And it's one of them where it's like, you see the tunnel approaching, arms in the air, you're like, I'm going to keep them up, I'm going to keep them up, I'm going to
Then
keep
you're
them
like-
on. That tunnel's not going to scare me. I can't do it, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Pussy up.
Wow.
Why
Who's
did I say-
this?
I don't know. Just let down of me.
Yeah.
Not sure what's going on there. Gary?
One of the most embarrassing situations at a theme park is when you're on the ride with very ill-fitting shoes and them flying off at about 150 miles an hour, 300 foot up in the air, and then going back to the very end of the ride being presented by a member of staff with one of the shoes.
When you lose stuff. Have you ever had that? Glasses flung off or out?
No, my mate had his hat come off on the swings. You know, the massive swings they have at festivals. So it's like, why are they here? Because everyone here is drunk.
That's another one that I went mad on. And then I'm like, give me the...
Yeah, the swings, when you go around, his hat came off. And the thing that always blows my mind is it always gets found. Like when
I
something
know.
pings off you on a ride at a theme park, you get down to the end, my mate's hat, this guy was just there waiting, like, this yours, mate. But that was like, how does he know it's his as well?
I know, what?
All of
That's
that. Like,
weird.
Such good memory recall of that was the guy that had the hat. That hat fell here. I've got it. Yeah, that is a...
But at a theme park, like, they're so deep, aren't they? Like, underneath. Like, obviously, because you've got the roller coaster, like, coming through underground. And if you're dropping your shoe down there, I thought you'd never see it again.
Hey.
Wow. There you go.
I'm sure there is a lot of things that haven't been recovered from...
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'd
I'm
love to
always-
see lost property at a theme
I'm
park.
always terrified my theme. I'm still pissed.
Still pissed.
I'm always terrified my phone is going to fall out of my pocket. And
you bring your phone on?
A lot of them, yeah.
Do you?
Quite often, yeah.
What?
Phone in pocket and just sort of shove it inwards and hope for the best. Yeah. So most rides, that's probably why I'm silent. Because most rides are ruined by me thinking, oh, I'm going to lose my phone.
Yeah, my phone's gone.
I bet there's loads of people that have the same. Because boys don't bring bags. I don't bring bags really. So like,
yeah, but they've always got those little pockets, haven't they, next to where the ride is, where you can dump your stuff.
Not always. I wouldn't. But like, yeah, for me, a lot of the ride, I'm just thinking my phone's going to pop out any second now, and like the fear.
I would crown you the biggest Silly Billy, Sam, but unfortunately in the T's and C's, we're not allowed to win the Silly Billy Award. Shall we crown?
Let's crown
the biggest Silly Billy. So if you're new to Embarrassing for No Reason, every week we award someone the biggest Silly Billy for sending in the best voice note. Is award a word? Don't know, but I've said it anyway.
Is award a word?
Yeah, like award. You award.
You award someone. Oh my God. You've got me vulnerable and drunk. I've got an A in English. Wait, you reward someone. Do you reward them or do you award them? You award him. You award them. You award them.
Thank God for that. Well, you basically get a mug in the post. The biggest Silly Billy. So if you ever have a voice note you want to send us at EFNR Podcast. And the biggest Silly Billy this week is Lizzie.
Oh my God, okay. So do you know what I find the most embarrassing for no reason at theme parks is, you know, the, what are they called? Like the rapids, right? So there's like the big circular kind of boat. And typically there'll only be like a few of you getting on it and you end up sharing with like another family and you're all like facing each other. And like you're all there for the same thing, right? So like you're all just here to go on the ride. But like, why is it so awkward? And it's like, you're either in there trying to like act like you're all besties and have like the time of your life for the next 3 minutes, or it's like you're all just awkwardly avoiding eye contact, but like whilst going through the exact set. I don't know. It makes me cringe so much. I hate it.
Nah, that's so bad. Because normally when you're in those like rubber dinghy things, if you're in your like little sort of family together, you're sort of sat on the same row, then you're looking directly opposite to the other family.
Rival family.
No.
Rival family comes and gets on.
Where'd you look?
Even worse, when your family is, say, 5 people, and there's one space left, and then you get some randomer come on.
You got a single rider.
Single rider comes to join your family.
The poor sod. Give him a dinghy to himself.
Anything in the rapids is too much for me.
Yeah, it's especially because the rapids, they're not that great, are they really? Let's be honest. It's like when you like hit a curb, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, I want more.
I want more.
The concept lights my soul alive.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to be going down rapids and like, you don't know what's going to happen. It splashes all. Let's do some more drops.
But the reality is it's so slow.
Dull. They're always really slow because they're obviously erring on the side of caution so you don't yeet out.
Yeah. I want to yeet out.
I want to feel like I could fall out of this boat.
So you just turn in a corner and you're like, whoa.
With this family opposite, yeah.
Oh, God.
Daggers.
Lizzie. Perfection. Yeah. That is why you are the biggest silly Billy. And you will receive a mug in the post.
Congratulations.
Congrats. What an episode that's been. If this is the first Embarrassing for No Reason you've ever listened to, I think this is probably the most unhinged one yet. You're pissed.
I know, I was going to say.
Your eyes are glazed.
If this is the first one you've listened to, listen to the others because I think I've been off the ball.
You haven't.
But I have been drunk since the first segment.
Hey, you've been a right laugh. You're up for it and you're committed to the bit, which is why we love you, Sam. Thank you so much.
She almost made me, in the break between part 2 and part 3, she almost made me do the other half of the bottle of absinthe.
I thought it'd be up for a laugh.
Because she was like, well, look, it would be funny, but it's up to you. No peer pressure.
No peer pressure, but it would be a laugh.
I didn't. Thank God. Because that first one, I was up on the other side of the studio asking for crisps.
I know. You've already said that, but you're pissed. You forgot.
Did I?
Yeah.
Ooh, did I say that?
Did I?
Did I?
Right,
anyway.
we'll get you home, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And look, if you haven't already, subscribe to the podcast, share it with a pal, review
us on Spotify, 5 stars, please. If you haven't yet, not even a review, sorry, just put stars.
Just put a couple of stars in.
Not a couple, put 5 stars in. Yeah. Obviously, do not do a couple of stars. Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Right.
But yeah, reviews on there. We'll catch you at EFNR Podcast on all our socials. I'm surprised you haven't mentioned anything about me wearing a pink polo today. It's a different style for me.
It's tennis.
It's a little bit. Have you ever seen the video of the posh people from Chelsea that are going to Carnival.
Yeah, what you're sort of missing right now is a sweat around your neck.
Yeah. I'm dressed very posh for the occasion. But
yeah, that's another reason to flick over to YouTube.
Check it on YouTube.
There. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to get a water. Bye.
Love you.